The other one is shortness of breath. Well, that's not something new. Funny thing, my husband says that I start snoring. I'm not the type to snore on a regular basis, but I start snoring like a man. I snore, and I remember one night I actually heard myself snoring because I was like half awake, and I was like, what is this? What the heck? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Naz. I'm a registered health and nutrition coach, and yeah, welcome to the channel if it's your first time, and welcome back if you're coming back. So today I'm actually gonna share my pregnancy update video. I'm currently 33 weeks pregnant, so I'm in my third trimester. Initially, I wanted to film every trimester, but I don't know what happened. I just, I was just overwhelmed with everything happening. This is my first pregnancy, so I had to adjust with everything happening. My body's changing, and if you were ever pregnant, then the first pregnancy is always different. They say it's special. It is special. It is also challenging. There's a lot of things you don't know. So right now, everything is kind of stable, and I've learned so much throughout my all the way to my third trimester. And I just wanted to share with you guys, give you an update about my symptoms, my cravings, how I feel, yeah. And I actually wanted to also film this because I noticed a tremendous difference whenever I'm doing a low carb diet and whenever I'm doing a regular standard American diet. I feel completely different in the two scenarios. So that's why I was like, maybe it's something you should share with people. If you guys are new to my channel, it's been almost a year now that I'm following a ketogenic diet, which is a high fat, low carb, moderate amount of protein diet. And ever since I got pregnant, I'm following a low carb diet more than a ketogenic diet. And the reason is because my body is already producing so much ketones for the baby's development and whatnot that I don't really need to do a very low carb diet. Well, anyways, so first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share with you guys all of my symptoms. So the first one, now that I'm in my first trimester, I feel the baby moving all the time. And it's funny because people say that you can kind of know the personality of your baby in your third trimester if the baby's moving too much, if the baby's moving not a lot. In my case, I've noticed that my baby, because I cook a lot, whenever I'm using my Ninja blender and there's like loud machine or something like that, my baby like kind of kicks me as if he or she hates it. So throughout the video, you're gonna notice that I'm not really gonna share the gender of the baby. The reason is because I've already filmed my gender reveal, and for personal reasons, I just want to post it after the baby's born. So for now, we're just gonna say my baby, or the baby, or he or she. The baby is moving a lot. I think I started feeling the baby move when I was very early on, like maybe in the middle of my second trimester, or maybe the beginning. At first, it was like your muscle twitching, like it was like butterflies feelings in your lower stomach, abdomen. But now it's legit, I see the baby's moving throughout my clothes. And sometimes my baby actually likes to kind of like go on my right side, so it hurts, like my ribs here hurts. And I told my OBGYN a few days ago that this area, like my right rib hurts, and she legit told me, well, it's just gonna get worse from now on. I'm like, okay, thank you. That's reassuring, thank you very much. Anywho, so that's the first thing. I really feel the baby moving. I also feel the baby hiccuping a lot. Like right now the baby's hiccuping. It feels like heartbeats, but it's not really heartbeats because I don't think you can feel heartbeats. But it feels more like hiccups, like something, yeah, hiccups. And he or she hiccups a lot. Whenever I drink cold water, oh my god, my baby moves so much. Like, I don't know why. They say that sometimes because you have to kind of regulate how many times the baby moves in a day. I don't really count, but sometimes when I don't really feel my baby moving, I just drink like cold water and yeah, the baby moves. So that's one trick for you guys if you wanna feel the baby moving. I also, before meeting with my OBGYN a few days ago, she told me that the baby's upside down now. So he or she is like in the right position to come. But I already knew that because of the hiccups. Before my hiccups were like up, but now ever since the baby moved position, it's lower. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure the baby moved because of that. So that's also really fun. When it comes to Braxton Hicks contractions, I don't really feel any contractions yet. Sometimes it hurts. I'm not sure if that's contraction. They say that your stomach has to be tight, and that's Braxton Hicks contractions. But to be honest, like I don't know. Like there's so little that you know when it's your first pregnancy. Oh my god. So no, I don't remember feeling my stomach getting tighter. Maybe it's gonna come. And I also asked my OBGYN, and she told me that when it's your first pregnancy, you most likely don't really feel any contractions in the beginning. So, well, right now is almost the end of my pregnancy, but she said that you're mostly going to just feel it the day that you're gonna go in labor. So for when it comes to Braxton Hicks contractions, so far I haven't got any. The other funny thing is, because I'm so big, my stomach, ever since I think I turned into my 8th month of pregnancy, I wake up every day with a bigger stomach. Like, I feel like my stomach is growing every single day. And alhamdulillah, that's a good sign, but it's just so crazy how the growth is so fast in the 3rd trimester compared to the 1st and the 2nd trimester. Well, the first also, they grow pretty big because they start as a pumpkin seed, I think, I don't know, or a rice size. They're really small, and then they grow pretty fast, but you don't really feel that. But now I'm like, it's like I can't even imagine my stomach getting bigger than how it is already. But every morning that I wake up, my stomach is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, basically walking around is just weird. I have to like balance myself sometimes. Sometimes I forget that my stomach is so big that I kind of like, whatever I'm cooking, I'm too close. I'm like, how am I too close? I have to like, like you have to readjust so much in your life. It's ridiculous, guys. But that's also something I've noticed. Like, the stomach is so big that you're kind of clumsy, so you have to like balance yourself. It's like you're learning everything. And when I walk, I feel like I'm walking like a 90-year-old lady. That's how I feel. I don't know. It's just funny. The most annoying parts right now in the 3rd trimester is going to the bathroom. Like, I pee every 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and it's not like I drink. Obviously I try to stay hydrated, but because the baby is so low, I feel like the baby is putting pressure on my bladder. So I have to use the bathroom every time I drink water. Like I have to use the bathroom. So whenever I leave home, it's so hard because I'm gonna go out to do groceries, and like not 10 minutes after I left home, I need bathroom. So it's kind of annoying, but that's also something I'm experiencing right now. The other point is swelling feet. So for that one, I've noticed that my feet got bigger. Like some shoes don't fit anymore, but they're not really swollen. Yeah, and I truly believe it's because of the low carb diet that I'm following. For some reason, symptoms don't really show that much because of this diet. And whenever I'm off the diet, I feel everything. I feel back pain, I feel swollen feet, restless leg syndrome. That's also a big one. Oh my God. And I pee more often. So I'm gonna talk about that at the end of the video. So as far as swelling feet, no, I don't think I'm swollen. Lower back, sometimes it hurts when I'm up too long or I'm cooking too much. And you know me, I love cooking, so and because of my low carb diet, if I'm craving for anything sweet, I have to bake it myself because it's really hard to find anything that is good and that follows my my macro intake outside. I used to go to Winners to get some because Winners has like a food section, or is it Home Sense, either or, but now they're closed because of the quarantine, so it's not fun. So I have to do my own pancake and my own cakes and my own cookies because, you know, I'm pregnant and I'm craving for sweets. And I use special sugar. I don't use any sugar. I stay away from flour. So I really have to bake everything for myself. So whenever I'm baking and I'm just up too long, my back hurts. But it hurts even more when I cheat on my diet. When I'm not doing a low carb diet. Oh my God. When I'm not doing a low carb diet, my back hurts so much. I have to ask my husband to give me a massage, or I wish I had a bath, but I don't have it in this apartment because otherwise some woman says that if you take a warm bath, it helps. But if I'm following my diet correctly, I don't really have any problems when it comes to back pain. And the other point I have here is my energy. So I've noticed that whenever I'm not following the low carb diet, my energy is so low. Like I can wake up at like 11 a.m. and nap again at 4 p.m. and then go to bed at 9 p.m. Like I am so tired. Sometimes I just want to lay. It's not even about sleeping, but I'm so tired. And I just hate it. I feel miserable. I can't do anything. I can't even do normal stuff. Forget about baking and all that, like normal stuff. So that's why it's like basically my body reminding me to just stick to my low carb diets. And whenever I'm following a low carb diet, I have energy to film. I have energy to cook, to clean. Obviously not as much as when I was not pregnant, but definitely more than when I'm not following a low carb diet. Yeah, I also wrote down simple things like putting lotion on my body after I take a shower. It becomes so hard. Washing my hair, you know, I'm African, so I finger detangle and put creams on and oils in my hair, and it's just, oh my God, it's just work. I wish I had I wish I had money to go to the hair salon every week just to get my hair done, but that's not the case. So here I have restless leg syndrome. Basically that's when you wake up. It usually happens when you go to bed. Your legs basically just feel like tired. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like there's no blood, and pretty much that's what's happening. Like blood is basically related to blood circulation in your legs. So every morning I wake up with restless leg syndrome, and they say that you have to like put your legs up, but I mean, you can't even sleep on your back. Oh my God, I miss sleeping on my back. That's like my favorite position to sleep. And ever since I got pregnant, well, I have to get used to, I got used to sleeping on my sides. So they say that you have to put your feet up. I have to like maybe Google it, but yeah, it's hard. It's not fun at all. It's not fun, especially when I go to bed, because I'm becoming so heavy. Whenever I change position, is like throughout the night I have to wake up maybe like 5-6 times because I'm changing position, and it has to be like I cannot do that naturally. I have to like pretty much throw myself to the other side and make sure I'm not hurting my stomach. Yeah, that's also a big one. But I noticed, you guys are gonna get annoyed with me, but when I'm doing a low carb diet, I sleep better, and that's also one of the reasons why I stick with the ketogenic diet for almost a year, because I had sleeping problems for so many years, and ever since I started ketogenic diet, I just sleep better, deeper also. So whenever I'm doing a low carb diet, right now in my pregnancy, I feel I sleep better also, and I don't wake up as much as when I cheat. So that's also a big one. Also, pregnancy brain. I don't know. It's not like I was amazing at remembering stuff before. Anyways, I can sometimes I read books. Like, I love reading books, but I don't even know the names of the characters. Like, I know them if I hear them or read them, I know who we're talking about, but I'm the type of person, I don't know, my brain just selects what to remember and what not. So when it comes to pregnancy brain, I did not really see it. It's true that I forget names more often, like people's name, and even sometimes my manager's name. That's weird for you to forget your manager's name. But anyways, but usually how I do on a regular basis is I write down everything. So if I have a meeting, everything, I put it in my calendar on my phone, and I put reminders. So maybe that's why I don't really feel the difference. Cravings, guys, I don't have any cravings. Like, I feel so different. Every woman, like, every pregnant woman have a craving. That's how but I don't have any cravings. I just remember in my first trimester, I was craving for orange juice. That's so strange because I've never really craved for orange juice or any juice, but orange juice especially. But when I started eating normally, I don't know. No, right now I don't have any cravings. Of course, I crave for sweets sometimes, but that's not different from before. But I don't crave specific food. So yeah, let me know if you guys also experience that. I don't have any cravings, guys. I truly don't have any cravings. Here I write down that my right side hurts, my upper right side on my belly, and it's because the baby's putting pressure there, and especially after I eat also a lot of food or I drink a lot of water, because my stomach is full and the baby's there, it hurts. But I think that's, like my OBGYN said, is just the pregnancy thing, and it's just gonna get worse. I swear, that lady, when she said that, I'm like, okay, that's how it is. Thank you for reassuring me. Now, let's talk about pregnancy pillow, guys. Pregnancy pillow, I bought 2 of them because so many people were saying how like it's lifesaver, without that you can't really sleep at night. And I tried 2 different brands, and it's ridiculous. Like, how can you sleep with that? I tried the one that is like square where you have to sleep in the middle, but I feel like I'm suffocating. Like, if I put my hand and then I put the pillow and then I use the pillow for my whole body, this side, like my shoulder hurts. And when I'm in the middle, I feel cramped. I don't know. I don't know. I tried twice pregnancy pillow. Did not work for me. Right now what I just do is I use a regular pillow that I just put between my legs when I go to bed, and I just sleep normal. I sleep much better like that. So maybe it's the way your body is made, because like, I mean, I have hips and I have big legs, so maybe that's not helpful when you use a pregnancy pillow. I'm not sure, but pregnancy pillow, it did not work for me. The other thing is heartburn. Oh my God, we have to talk about heartburn, guys, because I might have a solution for all of you. If you're pregnant, I might have a solution for you. So heartburn is common. 90% of pregnant women, especially in the last stage of the pregnancy, in the 3rd trimester, have heartburns. They get heartburns. For me, it really depends on what I eat. So if I cheated that day, or if I ate something very spicy or dairy, you know how like I try to stay away from dairy, even though it's really hard right now because most delicious food have some sort of dairy, whether it's cheese, milk, cream, so whatever. But dairy, spicy food, and very sweet food and high carb food, all of them, it is proven scientifically that they cause heartburn. So whenever I cheat, I do feel that. It's so hard, guys, that you can't even sleep, because when you're sleeping, you're laying and the acid goes up. It's ridiculous. So what I do, I've heard people saying that, recommending people to drink milk when you have heartburn. That is the biggest misconception I've ever encountered, because milk is acidic, and whenever you drink milk it goes in your stomach, and your stomach is the most acidic part of your body. Well, guess what? It becomes more acidic. So you will, yes, when you're drinking cold milk, you feel better that moment when you're drinking the milk, but after that, you're just gonna have more heartburn. So what you need to do is you need to get yourself some apple cider vinegar. I just get apple cider vinegar, I dilute it in water. I don't add lemon, just dilute it in water, and I try to drink it before any cheat meal. I drink it and I feel so much better. And even just before going to bed, you can also drink another cup. It helps so much, guys, and it is proven. You can make your research. Apple cider vinegar is the best solution for heartburn, whether you're pregnant or not, but mostly when you're pregnant. Just throwing that out there. It's up to you to do your research. So now, stretch marks. So all the way up to now, I had no stretch mark because I was making sure that I was moisturizing and oiling my belly. And I use bio oil. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but bio oil is my holy grail. I used it before when I lost a lot of weight. I had a bunch of stretch mark and this really helped. So I used this and I mix it with shea butter. So this is African, 100% pure African shea butter. I use it sometimes for my hair, sometimes for my skin. So I just mix the two and it really helps with the stretch marks. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I don't really have much. It's starting to get more. I'm starting to get more and more stretch mark now, but all the way here I had nothing, and it's more on my sides than on my actual belly. So that's that. The other one is shortness of breath. Well, that's not something new. Funny thing, my husband says that I started snoring. I'm not the type to snore on a regular basis, but I start snoring like a man. I snore, and I remember one night I actually heard myself snoring because I was like half awake, and I was like, what is this? What the heck? But I started snoring, and one sign that your baby is going lower to your pelvic area is that your snoring becomes less and less because you have more room for your lungs. So I always tell my husband, just let me know when I'm not snoring anymore. That's a good sign. But I start snoring, so that's one thing. Oh yeah, overheating. Oh my god, guys, I get so overheated, I guess. And I feel like it's well, it is because of hormones mostly, but like I sweat. Normally I don't really sweat, but I sweat so much, especially when I drink like my matcha latte. I love my matcha latte. When I drink it in the morning, I sweat, and the house has to be cool. My husband is always complaining, but the house has to be cool, and yeah, I sweat so much. So overheating, it's also another symptoms of pregnancy. Let's talk about weight gain. Your girl have gained 40 pounds. That is a lot. And let me explain. I gained maybe 30 pounds in my first trimester. In my first trimester, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that I hated certain foods and I was barely eating. So the only thing I was really eating was like junk food. So I was eating fries, burgers. McDonald's became my best friend. I was drinking a lot of juices, and for me, because I came from a ketogenic diet, it was really a shock to my body because I was not consuming any carbs, and in my first trimester, all of a sudden, all I wanted to eat was carbs. So I gained most of my weight in my first and maybe the beginning of my second trimester. But when I started eating normally, when I went back to my low carb diet, I maybe gained about 6-7 pounds. So that's something to consider. But I gained so much. And I mean, like, I'm not gonna blame myself, guys. I'm pregnant. It's my first pregnancy. And sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Seriously, it's that simple. Yeah, so the diet that I'm following, it's a low carb diet. I already kind of explained it. My clothes, some of them don't fit. Some of them, what am I talking about? All of them don't fit anymore. Even some clothes that I bought in my first and second trimester, they don't fit anymore. I legit live in my sheet, which is like a traditional African dress that I wear all the time, and thank God that I'm not going to work because otherwise I had to like buy some new clothes, and it's also summer, so I can just put dresses instead of pants. It's so hard, just put it on pants, it's just something else. So right now I just live in 2 leggings all the time, and my African dress. That's it. Oh my god, yeah. And before I forget, I wanted to share this book with you guys. If you guys want to follow the type of diet that I'm following, or you just got pregnant, or you're planning on becoming pregnant, whatever your situation is, you have to get this book, guys. It's from Lily Nichols. She's a registered dietitianist, and she's also she's also a specialist with gestational diabetes. So in this book, basically talks about all the symptoms and everything you will encounter while you're pregnant and the type of food that you have to eat. So I followed this book basically. If you want to follow my diet or the way I eat, obviously I share them on my channel, but you have to get this book, guys. It's amazing. She also has a section where she shares recipes, low carb recipes, delicious recipes. So yeah, this is also one book that I highly recommend. If it is also your first pregnancy, let me know if you relate to some of my symptoms. Oh my god, I would love to hear it, because I don't really know anybody around me right now who's pregnant, especially with their first pregnancy. So it's really nice to hear other people talking about their symptoms. So share them with me, leave them in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and it lets me know also what type of video you guys like to see. And I'm also going to film more pregnancy videos. Well, I'm almost close to my due dates, but I mean, there's so much I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share my gender reveal. I'm not gonna have a baby shower because of everything happening, but after the baby's born, I might do like a welcome baby party or something. To be sharing moving vlogs because we're moving also. So much stuff are happening. But I share more stuff on my IG, so my Instagram, I'll put it here or here. Follow me on Instagram, and yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see each other next week.